Well, we just had a field day buying bulbs at the garden center. And getting there early, we got quite a nice selection. Now it's time to prepare our bed for planting. Now, you might remember a few weeks ago when we sprayed this rectangular area with Roundup herbicide to kill out the Bermuda grass. It's a very important step in preparing a bed for bulb planting, is that you need to kill out any perennial grasses before you plant so you won't have a mess next spring.
Now, the next step, we've got a 4-foot by 19-foot area, and we've got a lot of investment in these bulbs and money, so we want to protect them, make sure that they're not going to be eaten by any burrowing rodents, voles or moles or pocket gophers. So what we're going to do is dig out the soil from this area down to a depth of 9 inches. We're going to box in all 4 sides with 2x12. So that'll leave about an inch or 2 above the ground line. This will help keep the Bermuda from coming back in. It will also provide a little bit better drainage. It's not a real high raised bed, but it's enough higher so that the water can drain off. After we've got it dug out, lined with the 2x12s, we'll come in with galvanized hardware cloth, 1/2-inch mesh, and we'll line it just like a basket. And this will keep any burrowing rodents from coming up into the bed from underneath. And once that's lined, we'll backfill with the soil and with the compost, mix it in, and then we'll be ready for planting. Well, now comes the hard part. Let's get digging. We ran out of daylight yesterday, so we've come back to finish today. Sue had business in Tulsa that she couldn't get away from, so I'm here to finish up. We got most of the hard work done last night, so I should be able to handle it. We got the hole all dug out, got the siding mostly finished last night. I've finished up the rest of it today. One of the most important things you want to do on these framings, remember that this is a permanent bed and you're not going to be able to get in there after it's finished and do much adjusting. So make certain you've got it level and all the corners square before you start backfilling it, because it'll be just about impossible to straighten it out afterwards. What we've done so far, the framing's done, and now I'm halfway through getting the galvanized hardware cloth in to keep the rodents out. Now, first step I've done on this half, backfilled with soil up to the level of where we want the hardware cloth to be. And I've gotten half of the cloth in here so far. I would have liked to have had a 5 or 6 foot wide piece of hardware cloth so it could go unbroken from one edge down and up to the other, but it wasn't available. So the next best thing, we've gone to 2 pieces of 3 foot wide hardware cloth, and what we've done is run a pressure treated 2x2 the full length of the bed in the bottom. This way we can overlap both pieces of hardware cloth in the middle. We'll come back with another piece of pressure treated 2x2 and lay that on top and nail them together to make a sandwich so that it's very tight and nothing can get in from that seam on the bottom. Also, once we've gotten both pieces of hardware cloth in and the bottom done, we're going to come back with 1x2s around the upper edges to hold this top part of the screening tight against the wood so that the screening doesn't pull out, and also so that nothing can sneak up underneath it. Right now we just have it tacked with a few staples just to keep it in place. We'll come in with that 1x2 and some galvanized nails to hold it in place permanently. So now we're on to the next step. I'm going to fill up this half with soil up to the level of this bottom board, put the other screen in. I'm going to tack it along the top first, then form fit it down, then staple it to the middle, and then we'll come back with our 2x2 on this seam and our 1x2, and then we'll be just about done with the actual construction part of our bed. And that's that for the outside shell. We've got our walls up, the screen in, it's all secured on the bottom and on the sides. Now our next step is to backfill our bed with our soil. And since we've got it all dug out and we have the access to it, we're going to put in about a 4 or 6 inch layer of our soil. And we've got all this nice compost, so we're going to put in a layer of soil, put on a layer of about 2 or 3 inches of compost, mix that up, and keep layering it and mixing it in just like we did on the raised beds. Anything that we can do to get this soil in good shape while we've got it out and we can mix it up easily, we're going to be miles ahead when we actually get around to planting and growing things in this bed.